I was listening to Boris Johnson yesterday and I couldn't work out about this meeting in the garden. So I got in touch with Bristol Zoo and borrowed a condom from an elephant so I can be safe. So I hope I'm all right now, and I should be able to be safe while I'm talking to you. I feel like I'm drunk already. Right, are you 2 meters away from me?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I can take this off then. I think I got it wrong on eBay when I asked for the PPE or whatever it is. Did you send me this? Right. Well, hello, it's been a long time since we spoke again, and I can see that you've noticed something different with me. You're right. I haven't got a regimental shirt on. Right? But it's too hot for that. Now, what we're going to talk about today, I had a request about a foreign service helmet. Now, these foreign service helmets you would know as a pith helmet, a topi, sun helmet, or a salakot. They're all the names, but it's all the same thing. Now, when you look at a pith helmet, what you all see is something like this, or that shape. Now, this one is made of fiberglass, and it was used in the film Zulu because they were too mean to get real ones. So that is what everybody generally thinks of as a pith helmet. Now, if you go to eBay and you want a pith helmet, especially for reenactments, you got this one. Badge on the front, but at the time of the battle, they didn't have no badges on. And it wasn't white, it was dipped in tea, so it would make it a darker colour and you wouldn't see it so much. Now, in the regiment, I was given before I left an old pith helmet, and this was used by members of the regiment, and they're all the same shape. But this is also a pith helmet. This one was the Welsh Regiment in 1900s. This actual pith helmet was made in Calcutta, and all of it is inside. Right? Now, what you've got to think of is all the same, but it could be all different shapes, all different sizes. So I'll put that there just to... Now, it's hard to believe, but the first pith helmet, and I'll just call it a pith helmet from now on, was issued in 1877. But there is recordings of troops using pith helmets of various shapes and sizes in the 1840s. So to say it started at this point and ended at this point, you can't, because you adapt and overcome. And if it is better for you, and that's all a pith helmet is there for, is keep the shade off your neck at the back, keep the sun off your head, because if you've got as much air as I got, you wouldn't need this. My brain would fry. They're still used today in Vietnam, and they use them every day in the paddy fields. Song, I can't say that because that's detrimental to someone. So it's not to the paddy fields, it's the water rights field then. Right? Now the way that the helmet is made is it's made from pith. And I'm glad I'm not drunk when I said that. And pith is off a tree. It's like the bark of a tree. And it's very, very carefully placed on a mould. It's wet, it's pliable, and it's put onto a mould and is shaped. And these pieces of pith are ultra thin, so they can get the stability, the strength, and it can make it work. And you put it on by layer on top of layer. And the easiest way for me to explain it to you is paper machete. When you're making paper machete, and you put the paper on, let it dry, next one on, let it dry, and that's exactly the same thing, but it's put on a mould and it's put in. And that's why you got the classic look of the pith helmets. The pith helmet, also known as a safari helmet, sun helmet, topi, solar topi or tupai, is also the Spanish salakot. The origin of the pith helmet is a traditional Filipino headdress known as a salakot. They were used up until about the start of the Boer War, and they were used in the Boer War, and then they went on to other headdresses, and they were still used in scarlets in the 1900s. It's only when we went into the trenches that they issued us with a flat cap, or like the caps we got now. I have got one, and next time I will get it down and show you. And they wore these in the trenches. But they realised then, and as I said in one of my first ones, about shrapnel was a bomb that exploded in the air and sent pieces of metal down. These flat caps couldn't stop it. So that's when they brought in the Brodie helmet or the tin helmet, so it would protect the heads of soldiers in the trench. I'm not going to say too much about it, but if you want a fuller version, you can send me a message, and what I'll do, I'll get you a link so you can read it, download it, do what you want with it. Okay, so that basically is a pith helmet. Now, before I finish, I just got to say is, last week was Father's Day, and my birthday's coming up pretty soon. And I don't celebrate birthdays as such, because once you have a birthday, as far as I'm concerned, it's a day nearer death, or year nearer death. So I don't bother with them. But my daughter went, and it's taken her 3 months. And this is what she's made. It's out of clay. and it's a poppy wreath. And you say what you want about the stuff that's bought in the shops or things like that, but I think this is a lot better, because it is something that she has made over 3 months. It's a lot of hard work and it's dedication, and I appreciate this more than anything else. But again, I don't celebrate Father's Day, because as far as I'm concerned, my kids do enough for me throughout the year, so they don't have to go out and do things and to show their appreciation. Right, I'm now going to leave it there for a minute, and we'll go on to something else in a second. Okay? If you liked what I'm doing, put the thumbs up, press the bell, and come back. Okay? I forgot to say that last time. And if you can go back and thumbs up and press the bells on the other ones, great. I don't want sweets. I'm not a fatty now. Thank you. Stay safe.